This video is about what will happen in Game of Thrones Season 8. If you haven't seen Season 7, please do so. Or if you hate spoilers, better stop this video. So here's what's gonna happen in Season 8, Episode 1. The Night King attacked the East Watch by the sea. Tormund and Gendry flee the scene. Beric stays behind to fight the White Walkers but dies eventually. Ed of the Night's Watch will die as well. Tormund and Gendry ride for Winterfell as Castle Black burns to the ground. Dany, Jon, Tyrion, Davos, Jorah, Brienne, Podrick the Hound, Missandei, Varys and Theon arrive in Winterfell. Jon and Arya reunites again. Then Dany meets Sansa. Sansa asks Dany if she and Jon are in love. Dany didn't respond. Sansa is not too pleased with Jon returning with Dany in Winterfell. So Jon chats with her. Then Sansa told Jon about Littlefinger's death and how he has always betrayed the North. Sansa told him that it is stupid to work with Cersei. Arya and the Hound sees each other again. Arya tells the Hound that she didn't regret to leave him for dead. The Hound answers, she should have killed him, especially with the things he has seen beyond the wall. Euron arrives back in King's Landing with the Golden Company. They meet up with Cersei in the throne room. Cersei thanked Euron. Cersei orders them to take the Storm's End and gather the army in the fortress. Euron have sex with Cersei that night. And then jokes that she won't miss Jaime. The next morning Euron leaves King's Landing to ferry the sellswords to Storm's End. Tells Cersei he wants to be her king. Yara tells Euron that she knows what he is planning with Cersei. Euron laughs and tells her, his friends from Braavos will take care of that. They all gather in the Great Hall of Winterfell, together with the Northern Lords and the Knights of the Vale. And then Sam reunites with Jon and the two share a hug. Jon tells Sam that he's glad that Sam is back. The Northern Lords are not too pleased to accept Dany as their queen. But Dany defends herself very well. Lyanna Mormont tells Dany that she will never call her Your Grace, because she only knows one king, and that is Jon Snow, the king in the north. Jon tells everyone that there is no time to argue with each other. They discuss how they will defend the north against the Night King's army. Theon visits the Godswood of Winterfell and saw Bran. He apologizes to Bran for everything he has done. But Bran tells him there is no need for that, for he knows that Theon saved her sister Sansa. And has seen how much he suffered at the hands of Ramsay. Theon shocked as how Bran knows all of that. Jon saw Arya and Brienne training and was impressed by his sister's fighting skills. Arya mentions to Jon that she has never forgotten to stick her enemies with the pointy end. In Volantis, Lady Melisandre enters the Red Temple. She's welcomed by Kinvara. Melisandre tells Kinvara that she's played her part in the Great War to come. Tells her that she has united the ice and fire. Kinvara answers that the Lord of Light demands one more sacrifice of Melisandre, which requires her to return to the north. Jaime saw Bronn at an inn. Jaime was surprised to see Bronn and asks him why he followed him. Bronn answers that there's nothing left for him in King's Landing, and that he's up for some adventure in the north. Bronn asks Jaime why he has left the woman he loves the most, but Jaime didn't respond. Tormund and Gendry arrived in Winterfell. Jon asks Sansa why Bran didn't take time to join the meeting in the Great Hall and didn't even speak to him. Sansa tells Jon that Bran has changed a lot, and calls himself now, the Three-Eyed Raven. Sam comes in and tells Jon that he and Bran urgently needs to tell him something. Sam and Jon approach Bran in the Godswood. Jon mentions that he has encountered a warg beyond the wall. Sam tells Jon that Bran is much more than a warg, he's a green seer. The two inform Jon about his parentage, which Jon doesn't seem to believe at first. Bran tells Jon that he knows everything about him. That he saw him beyond the wall, surrounded by the free folk. Also fighting at Hardhome against the Night King. And saw how he was stabbed to death by his own men. Jon really can't believe that he's a Targaryen. Sam mentions that he's the one with the right claim on the Iron Throne, not Dany. That's it for episode 1 of season 8. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more.